I've been married to Chad for 4 years, together for 7. We'd talked about kids someday, but never set a timeline. I was on birth control until I got sick, took antibiotics, and my cycle went weird. When I started feeling nauseous and tender, I took a test. 2 pink lines. Then 3 more tests. All positive. I was scared, but excited. I waited a week to tell him. Nothing flashy, just his favorite dinner, lasagna, garlic bread, his favorite bourbon for him, sparkling cider for me. I even wore the blue dress he always compliments. He came home late, distracted, glued to his phone, barely noticed the dinner. After we ate, I reached for his hand and said, "Chad, I'm pregnant." The silence was brutal. His face went blank, then pale, then angry. He asked if I was joking. When I told him I'd taken 4 tests, he snapped. "You ruined everything. I didn't want this child." I tried to explain the birth control issue, that we could figure it out. That's when he admitted he might never have wanted kids and he'd only played along to keep me happy. I asked if there was someone else. He didn't even have to answer. He finally confessed he'd been seeing Vanessa, his 4-year-old colleague, for months. Then he started packing. Not an overnight bag. A suitcase. Within 30 minutes of my pregnancy announcement, he was at the door saying he couldn't be a father and he was going to Vanessa's. I begged him to talk. He mumbled, "I'm sorry," and walked out. My best friend Julie came over and held me while I sobbed. The next morning his mom called not to check on me, but to tell me to give him time, and heavily suggested I should consider options. His dad called later and called my pregnancy unfortunate timing. That's when it hit me. Chad didn't just leave, his parents chose him over their grandchild. So I chose my baby. I called an OB/GYN, then a lawyer. I filed for divorce. At my first ultrasound, I heard the heartbeat and broke down. I put the little printout on my fridge as a promise. This child would never feel unwanted by me. A year later, my son Thiago is here and Chad still hasn't met him. Not once. Support payments are spotty. His parents want access with no apology, on their terms. I eventually block them. Peace matters. 4 years pass. Thiago is 5. I've rebuilt everything: career, home, stability. I meet Douglas, a widowed dad who treats my son with kindness and shows up consistently. Then Chad reappears at Thiago's soccer game like a stranger. He wants back and then crosses the line, shows up with his parents, and tells me, "I still love you." I tell him the truth. He can be a biological father with strict boundaries, but he will never be my partner again. Some bridges, once burned, stay ash.